Next level. Next level.
All right, what's up, everybody? How you doing? So I'm still just kind of getting set up here, but it should be good to go here in a sec. All right, so this is Testlive, and just because I don't want to mess with it for the moment, shut off food and water. So something that I need to test is if the mini bosses in the city drop, or not the city, the mini bosses in the new dungeon, if they drop the loot that they're supposed to or not. Currently, I don't think they are, but I'm here for you guys, so let me know what you want to see. What's up, William? How you doing, man? Good place to build near resources and an obelisk. It really depends on where on the map you want to be. See, I'm actually going to set this up with my controller here, because I want to get this all in the right spots. And let's put you there. And I don't think, do I have a bow in here? This bow will work. I ended up dying, goofing off, doing something stupid, and so I gotta get all this gear set back up. Oh, that's not what I wanted. I wanted healing arrows. This is easier. I need the heals. I can't type like at all. There. Alright, so we'll drop that. We'll put that. We'll put that there. Let's see. Is it a healing arrow? Yep. Okay, good. So I think what we'll do is we'll take our handy dandy thrall here. We've got her outfitted in the Godbreaker armor with Sword of Chrome. And we will go ahead and head right, yeah? Yeah, that's not a bad idea. Alright, let's go in the dungeon. A lot of spoilers in this, guys, just FYI. It's the dungeon. We're gonna do it. Let's kill this guy with this. If you guys haven't seen the hammer update, it is awesome. I'm sure there's gonna be plenty of people complaining about it. I should probably uncloak and do all those fantabulous things Turn God mode off. Make sure I turn that off. God mode. Put hunger back on. Okay. Now we'll go through here properly. She's already killed everything. There's a couple of loot chests too that I want to find that haven't spawned in again since my first run through here, which I would like to find again because they're like right up close here. So maybe this time around. We shall see. Stop poking her. Oh, I ran out of stamina. Stamina. You know what I didn't put on either was my my war paint, but that'll be fine. Let's see, is this? No, this isn't the spot. We're gonna go back here. Ah, see, there's one right there. So that gives me 3 Kari steel. So there's a spot right there. That's one that I haven't seen, or at least I don't remember seeing it. Those little chests move around in here, so they're not always in the same spot. I'm just gonna sit here and kick the crap out of my thrall too. So back here, maybe there's one. Oh yeah, there's one. Another 3. Sweet. And then the other spot where one spawns is right there. I should probably be paying attention to what's going on screen, not what's going on in the chat. At the moment. Let's hit you with the hammer. Oh, she messed him up. Take that. Alright, so let's see if there's any over here. I think it might just be limited to 2 in this area. Because 2 in this area is the most that I've found at one point in time. I'm gonna guess that it's limited to 2. What are you turning around to swing at? It's almost like I'm swinging at my thrall half the time, which is not fun. Turn that on. So I'm just kind of chilling, hanging out, playing a game. You guys feel free to jump in and make requests of tests and different things. There's really nothing off limits, so. Alright, so this area, I haven't found any of those little chests just randomly. Which I'm not surprised about. I doubt that they're everywhere. Once you get like down here, it stops being the Kahari steel and you start getting fragments of power. I am using the Kahari steel, or the Kahari axe, which it seems like it's a pretty decent, it's doing a decent enough job. Where'd she go? She's going to kill something. It's probably in the ground, whatever she's going to kill. Yeah, man. I'll definitely be through this dungeon enough that I'll do the torchbearer stuff. Yeah, she's totally after something underground. So, well, here we could do this. Check. So, here. This is what's going on. God mode, ghost. Ah, that's not what I want. So that's what's going on right there. They're just waiting to be summoned out of the ground, and she's just having at them. Alright, so let's double check, make sure I got... I don't want cloak on. Okay. Yeah, she wants him bad. Let's see, so if I get this... Uh-oh. I bet you I have respawn timer set too low. If I bring him over here, then he should summon that guy up out of the ground. Yep, there he is. So I was having some, doing a little bit of testing, just admin killing stuff earlier, trying to get some of the legendary weapons. So I'm sure my settings are messed up. Let's see. Yeah, so this needs to be 1.0. Alright. Now stuff shouldn't auto respawn right back in after we kill it. So the thing about these mini bosses, man, is like they don't have a whole lot of hit points, I don't think, but man, do they hit like a truck. Like that, like it's just crazy. And that's my fault, because I was kind of trying to show you guys how hard they hit. And of course everything's spawned back in because I had that respawn rate turned way down or way up, however you want to look at it. It's really not a bad dungeon to run back to your body. The last time I live streamed it, I died too and had to run back and did okay. A lot of the stuff this time around is going to be respawned in, so see how much more interesting it is this time. Yeah, that stuff's respawned in. Well, I think like anything else in Conan Exiles, like running gets you away from everything. Sorry, it's so dark. Obviously, she's killed everything, so let's see if we get set back up here. Backwards. Cut. There. Torch. Where's the big guy? That's going to be the body that's missing, is the one that I need to look at for loot. Alright, well, that's alright. We'll keep on. I wonder what's over here. Without falling over the edge. Nothing. And I can't climb out. Go this way. Okay. I got that guy in a funky spot. Oh, I gotta tell my thrall to follow me too. Follow. I wonder where she killed that guy though. I don't see him anywhere. Okay. We'll move on. Yeah, I was thinking back on the last live stream I did of the dungeon. I said I was going to show this one area that has a bunch of chests, and then I was thinking about it and I was like, I don't think I ever did that. So I'm going to do that this time around. And it is... So you got to come up, you got to go past these guys. You know what's interesting is I only get the soothing buff down here after I die and respawn. If you come around over here, we're kind of just trying to get around this thing here. If you come around over here, there's these kind of, you can kind of drop down. Oh, I thought that was a guy come out of the ground. This way. You just kind of continue your way down. There's these chests. And then there's these. I'm not going to pick all this stuff up. And then you're back down here where we just were, looking over the edge. So, a lot of loot in here, like so many chests, it's not even funny. So if you're asking, like, for my character, personally, if I have tried other armor, I haven't. I've put my thrall in a bunch of different armor. Healing arrows are kind of a must in here. Even in super duper armor. I usually don't wear heavy stuff. I wear light. Almost consistently, which is what this is. It's, I don't even know armor value wise where this puts me over some of the other lights. I'll have to check that out. I would think like a DLC light would be probably as much armor as this is. Rude. Just die already. Thank you. She's over there trying to kill it and it's not even responding. Will now. That was quick. Let's leave her in there. Get her health back up. Probably stream for, I don't know, about an hour or so. Let's see if I can get my thrall to actually come down here. Oh no, see, there she is right there, stuck up on some rocks. Let's see if I can drag her back here. She gonna fight it? Yeah, there she goes. I actually need a torchbearer for these videos so I can use something other than my axe or a one-handed. I do love the new speed of the two-handed hammer. I think is much needed change. I don't even know if you guys can see that, but fragment of power. Alright, so I showed you guys the other way back down. We are coming up on 2 bosses that we need to fight. So we go over here. Over here. There's stuff that just pops up out of the ground from everywhere. Which at first was a bit daunting, but now that I've played it for a little while, I don't mind it as much. I guess you just kind of get used to it. So this is one of the other mini bosses. I'm going to try not to die this time. Make sure I go in with full health. And this guy's just got 2 little skellies with him. Oof, oof. See that? 2 hits. 2 hits. Where's my thrall? She's killing nothing. Wanna get engaged here? She's just having a hard time catching up with him because he's fast. There we go. So you can see how hard they hit. 2 hits and I was almost dead there. It's just... I mean, I don't want to say it's crazy because it is lots of fun. And I don't mind having to be a little bit more careful. There's 1 and 2 relic fragment chests. I've seen up to 3 up here. But, like I was saying, I don't mind having to be a little bit more careful about not getting hit. You know, like the kind of the way you fight the arena champion, just being super careful about where you're at and not taking a hit. They don't have a whole lot of hit points. Like they're not super difficult to kill or anything like that. They just they hit like a truck. It's like being run over. All right. So then there's another really close mini boss. He's just right here. It's a neighbor. This guy's a little bit easier to fight because he's not super effective with his spear. Like, he just missed me 4 times there. And now I'm going to die because I'm out of stamina and can't get away. And I have no idea where my thrall is. But his spear does go right above you. And I am trying to do this with the Kari weapons as well. So it's probably giving me a little bit more trouble doing it that way. We're going to have some major trouble if I can't find my thrall too. Being deep. Alright, so it looks like these guys have not spawned back in. Cool. Good. Where am I going? I am soothing. There's my first death. I am soothing, so that's going to help with the health regen some. This is so dark. Like, if you don't know where you're going, you could have a hard time. Or I guess turn your gamma way up. should be close to my body. Let's see, where am I at? This way. Yeah, okay, so there she is. Just having a nap. I'm gonna run up, see if I can yoink. I don't know. I can't put my stuff on. I also can't take a hit from him. If I take a hit from him, get her activated maybe. Ooh, ooh, oh my goodness. That freaking hit is crazy ridiculous. She can't hit anything. Alright, I gotta run away a little ways here. Oh, this guy's still following me. This is not going well. And there's no place, like, you can't get up. Maybe I can get up over here. This might work. Nope. Nope, nope, not gonna work. Okay, at least she's engaged on him now, so that's gonna be helpful. If I could get a second to get a weapon. Ooh, alright. What do you think now? I got a weapon. Oh, he's gonna kill me. Okay, there we go. Alright, she finally did her job. So I can get dressed again. So don't die up here, it sucks. Where did I put that there? Okay, let's see what this guy's got. Nothing. So that's probably... For this guy, it's probably the 13th time that he's died, and still haven't gotten any legendary equipment. That's part of what I'm testing and whatnot tonight, but I figured if I was going to turn the game on, I might as well turn the stream on. You guys can hang out with me. Yeah, JC, thralls do reset back to the last position that you put them, but it wasn't quick enough for that to happen, so. Alright, so she's good on health. I'll be good on health here in a second. So there's one more mini boss. And he's a little ways up here. And then there's actually a demon spider as well that we can go kill. I don't know why. I'm having aim issues. Just, I'm out of it today. Long day at work. Where are you going, buddy? Let's follow him. Some of these spots are like so tight, like my thrall's not even back here again. What's in here? Oh, she's after something under the ground. There she is, up here. What were you swinging at? Why'd you stop when I came up? What's up, Lord Hump 4? Nice. Sword of Crom, Act of Violence. Yeah. But I admin spawned this one in, so doesn't count. Alright, so let's go kill this spider back here. Yeah, I don't know about the predatory blade. It's good in some instances. I have a problem with weapons that you have to get really up close with, and I feel like that one you have to be like standing on someone's toes to hit them, you know. So, but it's a good weapon. It definitely has its uses, and it's got the high damage. So, highest damage in the game, if I remember right, actually. Alright, let's kill this one. Yeah, I have not gone up to the den to see what the spawn rate of those legendaries is. When I'm considering where to spend my time, I've decided it's probably better spent on Testlive right now, kind of checking out stuff. Do we want to see what's in her box? Let's see what's in her box. Why not? Daggers of Nameless Days. Yeah. You know what I was doing with the Predatory Blade for a while, which is actually a really neat kind of feature, is I was using the advanced blunted weapon fitting on it, and then I would use it as a truncheon when I needed to, and then switch back and use it as a weapon when I needed to, which is pretty cool. It's fun, but here's a good view of the dungeon. I don't know what you guys have seen so far of the dungeon and whatnot, but I love this view right here. It's just so awesome. You can see dudes walking around, making their paths. But I love the fact that they put this in so you can see all that stuff. Oh yeah, I always forget about this group right here. It just doesn't feel natural that they come out of the ground there. But I mean, it doesn't have to feel natural. I'm just not used to them coming up right there. And we'll kill these guys and heal up, cure corruption, and then we'll go and fight the final boss. I did come through and fly around this building the other day, and it's super cool. There's just not a whole lot around it. Oh, this one's not. He didn't want to fight me. He just wanted to chill. This guy definitely wants to fight. Alright, let's get started on her healing up. Let's eat this heart. We'll heal up with her. Yeah, I gotta give props to Snow Hunter for the role that he's played in the last two dungeons. Really like the design of both of them and the details. Everything looks great. Not that the Funcom like team in Oslo didn't have just an enormous amount to do with it, you know. I'm sure they did, but coming from modding to actually being able to put in an actual dungeon in the game, I think that's really cool. I think that's really cool of Funcom too, to be involved in the community like that. So, all right, enough chit chat. Let's go kill this guy. So what strategy do you guys think you would take in fighting this guy? Let's see what she does. She gonna... Oh, you gonna party with me? Yes, she's gonna party with me. How does it say she's got that little health? What happened there? Because I know I healed her up right before we came in here. Alright, let's do some damage to this guy. He doesn't hit as hard as like everything else in the dungeon. Like everything else hits super duper hard, and he's kind of right on par with like the War Maker guy. Okay. Managed to avoid all of that. You guys saw me heal her up, right, before we came in here, and then we get in here and she's not all healed. He loves aggroing on me right now, though. He wants me bad. Yeah, it is somewhat similar movement to the War Maker for sure. I definitely I like his evolve pattern. I love the particle stuff. It just feels like magic, you know, like his whole being kind of feels like magic. Ow. Just trying to show you off, dude. Why are you so mad? Alright, so here we're gonna get some skellies. Oops. Shit. Thought I was gonna get juggled there. So for me, I just come in here and just keep whooping on him and let any of my area of attack swings hit those guys too. Like I don't focus in on them. Maybe I should. I've had luck being able to roll away and get away from them. So let's heal her up a little more. See, I mean, he just brings more in, so I kind of look at it like, what's the point in killing him? Because they all drop dead when he dies anyway, so if I could just continue to kind of cause damage to him. Like the first time I came in here, I tried to kill them all, and like he died before I could get through all of them anyway. So Raider armor. I think Raider armor is the only thing I get that he actually drops right now. I don't think I've gotten any other recipe from him. Oh, where am I going? I'm leaving the wrong direction. But yeah, so that's the fight in a nutshell. And these guys all drop loot too, which is cool, because you just get tons of junk from them. Should we go see how hard the War Maker's Sanctuary is now? Let me know in the comments if you guys want me to run through War Makers real quick. The new update. I'm gonna grab some. I really should have picked a chest just to put all the loot that I was getting. Let's see. Soldier, soldier, soldier. Oh, okay, cool. So I actually did get a different one this time. Yeah, I don't know for sure, JC, but so far I've been really lucky being able to roll out and get away. So, um, let's look at. So you brought up armors, William. Let's look at. So that armor has 440 on her. This has 349. The thing about these armors is they give me the bonus attributes that I want for what I have set up. What is this? Grit and vitality. So I mean, technically I could throw that armor on. This one's medium. What's this one give? Yeah, the same. Grit and vitality. I could throw that armor on and reset my feats to kind of match up with what I need there. Let's see. Um, yeah, so how did I do that? I jacked that up. Oh yeah, all the white bosses have more health now. Yeah. All right, so we're gonna go. Where am I getting? Okay, wait a minute. So this is supposed to give me encumbrance, survival, encumbrance, survival. Oh, okay. That's weird. What did I read? I could have swore this one wasn't the encumbrance. This one's grit and vitality. What did I read over here? Oh, I must have read hers. Grit and vitality. Okay. So I'm just dumb. I read the wrong one. Happens. Happens. Why are we playing in the dark? Alright, so let's throw this one on. Okay. And then let's set. So that gives me +6. So technically I could take this to 24. Grit +6. This might end up actually being a better build out than what I had before. This is going to go straight to 30. And then I'll have to make an adjustment after that. Agility, I only need 1. Encumbrance should be 2. Okay, so where does that put me? So yeah, I'll need. Gotta put at least that in there. Yeah, close. Close, but no cigar. Leaves me with 2 just kind of junk points. That'll work. We'll do that. Okay. War Makers it is. Yeah, I mean, this will work. She's probably way oversuited for what we need, but the thing that's gonna suck about the white bosses in War Makers is gonna be all the additional corruption that you take during that fight. So, like, you're gonna have to possibly farm a farm some hearts to go in there. I don't know. Alright, let's go in War Makers. And I don't have the mod for, I uninstall the mods when I'm kind of playing. If I'm not looking specifically for hit points values and whatnot, I uninstall it because I just would prefer to test vanilla, if that makes sense. Here he comes. What's up with her health again? Do you see that? That's twice that I've healed her up and she's gone back down in health. And of course she wants to fight everything else. Look at all the one-shots I can do. Yeah, good job. One-shot that guy. I mean, she will make quick work of him, but kind of weird how her health is going down like that. I don't know if I'm doing more damage to her by doing this or... So, I mean, this guy'd be killed, like, at least twice by now. Because I want to say what they do. They took it from 9,000 to 2,800. So, it's 3 times as much health, right? It's still, I mean, not a difficult fight, you know. Definitely more difficult when you're alone and your thrall's not manhandling stuff. I don't know what the heck is going on with her life, though. It's kind of freaking me out. Yeah, I know I'm hitting her, but so we're gonna try this again. Like, I've healed her all the way full, and then all of a sudden she's been at half health a couple of times now. Which I shouldn't be doing that much damage. 57. Let's see. 114. I still don't think I'm doing that much damage to her. But if I can't keep her healed up, then it's just kind of like, what's the point? It doesn't seem like it's saving her health properly. Yeah, it's PvP. Alright. So these guys are getting a little buff, but nothing major. See what happens with her health here. So it's full there. try to stay away from her. Oh. She's just gonna run right onto me. Okay. Yeah, it looks about right. I guess maybe I am doing that much damage. This one doesn't have a crit chance because I'm using the Kohari War Axe. And I didn't realize this gave me bonus strength and grit too. Oh, look at that. Never mind. Maybe I am doing that much damage because my strength is all the way with this hammer. No, I've just been having that issue today, so it's probably me doing it, honestly. I probably should just turn PvP off, but dude, they feel like they're doing more damage too. Well, they would be, right? Do more damage with the higher hit points. Yeah, I forgot that this hammer gives you increased grit and strength. Oh, jeez. He's taking it to her, but look how little her life's going down. I bet you I'm doing, yeah, so I just hit her. I just did all that damage. We don't need to pick this stuff up. I don't think they've made... I didn't check to see if they made... I suppose if we're going to continue the dungeon, we should pick up at least that. I don't think they made any changes to the arena champion or the Godbreaker champion. No, this is Crom's hammer. It comes from here. You get it as a drop in War Makers. I want to say it may be the next guy that we're going to that drops it. I don't remember who drops it, but it's either the guy we just killed or the third guy. Lady, stay away from me. Yeah, I am wrecking her world with this thing. Did you kill it? Did you kill it? Yeah, you killed it. You don't have to... Do you want to kill it more? You good now? She's upset. Super angry. She needs a Snickers or something. Yeah, so Crom's hammer comes from in here, and I put spiked weapon fitting on it, so it does almost 50% armor pen, and then has 57 damage. So there's that. Get my hits in while I can before she comes over and gets involved. And there she is. Creeping up behind me. She's a creeper. Yeah, purple door, I think, where it drops. Which would be the far right one, yeah. Alright, if she doesn't get bleed, then we're good. Oh, look, see, she's got bleed now, so I've hit her. Like I almost need a bow build or something. Or I could turn PvP off, but so let's do this. We've tested with 2 of these guys with the Sword of Crom. I'm gonna admin panel in Tellith. No, I want Tellith Sorrow. One of those, and let's put a spiked weapon fitting on it. Okay. And then let's take that from her and give her that. Yeah, she definitely needs me to stop hitting her on accident. And maybe on purpose. I don't know. I'm not saying whether it's on purpose or on accident. But one way or another, I am hitting her. Keeps her motivated. Alright, so we're just going to test with Tellus here. I wouldn't recommend using Tellus against the arena champion necessarily. Although, if you guys want, I can show you pretty easy way to beat the arena champion. Really? Okay. Dude, she's killing things with one swing with that sucker, man. 67 and 41. So let's go in here. Let's see, did I aggro him yet? No. Her health is high enough. Let's go in here. We'll just get her started on him all by herself. And let's see how long it takes her to... I mean, it's probably not going to be that long anyway because I really haven't been doing much in the battles. I didn't start a time watch or stopwatch or anything, but... Let's see, where's this health at? I mean, halfway already. With pellets. I mean, I know she's taking hits like crazy in the armor she's in, but I mean, any DLC armor is pretty close. Any DLC heavy armor is pretty close to the same armor value. And there's Dirketto's voice. All of these, none of these have been changed as far as I've seen. Ah, that's sweet. Yeah, I know a lot of people like the volcano thralls. I know a lot of people like the relic hunters and whatnot. I like the females, so that, you know, first of all, I don't like male followers for the most part because I don't know, just like that. And Sumerian Berserker is one that does good for me, so I just kind of stick with that. I have some captains and whatnot still in game that are female, you know, but honestly, half the time I don't even go down that way to kill that guy. Ooh, there's a lot of stuff right there. Alright, you gotta watch stamina, health, all that. She's one-shotting everything with that Telesaro. Get involved. Go ahead. There you go. Swing. How much health does he have? Yeah, so 3 with Tellus. It's pretty good. Yeah, all the females in the volcano that are named are archers. And believe me, I have taken that archer out for adventures, and I don't recommend it. Let's see. All right, she aggroed him. Yeah. And that, I mean, that's a good subject. We could talk about that real quick. Nerf. So you now have an Annihilator and a World Breaker that are nerfed, but they're nerfed off player feedback. You know, like it's not like Funcom woke up one day and decided, hey, we need to nerf these weapons because we made them too powerful or anything like that. Like they'll definitely do that with bosses that they went in and put wrong stats on, like didn't have enough health or whatever. Prior to Warmakers, the Grave Walker that walks in the Unnamed City had 26,000 health, and then they messed him up, took him down to 9,000 when they added these guys. But they don't just decide to nerf weapons just because, you know, like it's all based on player feedback. So it's like, I'm not trying to make excuses for them, but it's hard to kind of say what to do, you know, because you get half of us that are like, well, we play PvE and we want, you know, awesome weapons like the Sword of Crom, you know, we want 100% armor pen weapons and things like that, but then you know, you have the PvE side of things, or the PvP side of things, that those kinds of weapons don't make the game as fun. So I don't know, I think they kind of learned their lesson, and that's why the short sword and the two-handed axe came out with nothing, you know, like they're totally free of stuff. Yeah, I mean, I understand. I don't disagree that they're speaking of the World Breaker. 41, 47. Yeah, I don't disagree that maybe they went too far with it. But at the same time, I feel like nothing in this game is ever set in stone. So, you know, just keep doing your things. I know you're active on the forums, so just keep doing your thing there. Let's see. I'm going to see, can I place her here? No. Can I tell her to stop following me here? Okay, cool. So, here's what I'm going to show you guys. Just need a... Let's get a... We'll just do that because I can remember its name. Okay, we're gonna go in like this, and we're gonna kill this this chick, or she's gonna kill us one way or another. Let's see. And that's how it's done right there. You get yourself, I mean, if you did this with the act of violence, it'd be a lot more proficient, but just something with a high armor pen, one-handed, and it's really not that hard of a fight. And right there, we'll move away. As long as you just keep your timing on it. Now, obviously, it's going to take me forever to do this, right? But so this is the heavy attack, and I'm holding block at the same time. So if I stop hitting, this is me not hitting the attack button. And I let go too early, but attack button. I haven't let go of block the entire time. Alright, so you guys get the idea. Done with you. Oh, my thrall is back here. But yeah, I pretty much don't use that door either, and honestly, after you have a couple of annihilators, a couple world breakers, what's the point in going down that hallway? But it doesn't look like, you know, just based off pure opinion, because I didn't look at hit points or anything like that, but it doesn't look like she got any buff or anything like that. Looks pretty much the same for her. When do you guys think they're gonna add the humongoid Yeti into the whole mix down here? Yeah, so steel in the new dungeon is honestly, it's pretty much like the armor scraps. It is it's hard to come by. Let's see. I'm gonna give. So first of all, we're gonna heal up before we go in there, because that's just nutty. Especially if I hit her at all. Almost need like a bow build right now with this whole thing. Yeah, I would say it's pretty much right in line with the armor scraps as far as drops and whatnot. You know, like you get 2 or 3 off of killing a mini boss. But I also think it costs an awful lot less to make the armor than the armor scraps armors did. Like, they were super expensive, where these armors are a lot cheaper. And honestly, it doesn't look too bad, really. Alright, let's see. Get after this guy. And this guy, I mean, you could do the same thing with this guy. Shield him up. I think he just has 1 attack that goes through it. You watch for that attack. Like, this is a great little tool, or a great little thing to do for the act of violence against big stuff, because you get that crit hit out of it. And honestly, you're kind of invincible doing this. Oh, look, we can just keep hitting you, buddy. You just have to watch your stamina, because you don't regen stamina while you're blocking. So that's definitely not me hitting her, because, well, actually it could be. Could be me hitting her, because I wouldn't be giving any bleed with this, doing it this way. But yeah, I mean, it looks the same. His health is going down just as fast, so. Yeah, I mean, without a... In fact, we'll just do this. We don't need to... We'll kill him just because we're here, but... let's just pop down here and I'll show you armor spec stuff real quick. Honestly, I gotta step away for a second and take a leak because I'm about to burst, and if I don't, it's not gonna... I mean, it might be an exciting stream, but it's not really how I want it to go down. So type properly. So yeah, 15 without a named thrall for each of them. And then obviously half with a named thrall. I gotta step away here real quick, guys. I am gonna leave you with some music, and I'll return after using the restroom. Alright, I am back here, guys. So, get back to it. Nine times is all it took you to get a reach of the Red Mother? That's pretty good, man. Let's see. What do we want to do here? What's next? Yeah, so this shield right here, this black tusk shield that I have, me and it have a really long history. So I spent 2.5 weeks of doing nothing but farming the unnamed city for this shield so that I could unlock the museum finally, so I could do that video. This was the last thing I needed for that video. And literally 2.5 weeks later, I finally got it to drop. And I would go through the unnamed city and just do a consistent loop. Takes about 15 minutes to get through it, so by the time you make it from one boss to the last, back to the first boss that you killed, that boss is back, and I would continue to do that loop. I can't tell you how many times I've killed the unnamed city. I can tell you that I'm sitting on over 400 fragments of power, and I don't pick up the little chests. Yeah, the gas sword took me forever to get. Yeah, thanks for coming out, Lowered Home 4, man. Have a good night. Sweet dreams. Catch you next time. Alright, so what should we do now? You're still following me. At least you're healed. No, not healed. I thought we healed her up. Am I just tripping now? Like, I don't even know what's going on. Get her healed all the way up. I was actually pretty surprised with how well she did with just the Blade of the Adventurer. 41 armor pen. 37. Still really good weapon. Something you can fix with hardened steel and black ice, so. Let's see. Look at the ladies in the armor. And we got that ugly armor. Alright, well, I'll tell you what I need to do is I need to do some testing, just killing stuff in the dungeon. So we're gonna do some of that here. Drop our food because we're not gonna need it. We'll go all God mode on them. And we're gonna change our server settings. This sometimes works doing it this way. Oops. Tell me, how loud is my keyboard when I'm actually using it? See if it gets super annoying. Yeah, so that's the black tusk shield. Um, I've seen people say they find it all over the place, but the only place I've ever found it is the unnamed city. Yeah, sounds good, William. I may or may not be on the server. I gotta kill a bunch of these guys and see if they're actually dropping any loot or not. Hey, look at that. By the way, there's a fragment of power chest that spawns right there. Alright, let's see how long it takes him to respawn. I mean, if somebody else has a suggestion, I'm totally up for doing something else, but if not, I mean, I've already streamed for an hour and a half, said about an hour to 2 hours, so sound off in the chat if you want to see something different. Yeah, I don't think these guys are dropping loot properly like they're supposed to. Which is one of those things we definitely want them to get fixed in Testlive before it goes live. I never can seem to get like auto respawn to work. Like I have it turned down as low as I can, but never seems to be like automatic. Which is probably my fault. I probably have a setting that I haven't made right. I probably have a few fragments of power lying around I could give you, William. I'd love to see what they actually drop. Still no weapons. I tell you what though, like that needs to be an enemy in game. Like that just looks awesome to fight. It actually looks like something out of God of War maybe. Or look, looks like my helmet. Kinda, right? Yeah, I think this dungeon is epic. It's just really, really immersive. Yeah, right? They stole it out of that game. It looks like it almost looks like a Cyclops from like God of War. Like I could see button prompts coming up in the air and tearing the eyeball out. It's definitely an epic shrine, that's for sure. Let's go ahead and turn this light on. Like I actually came in here earlier just to get a screenshot for the live stream, and it just had to be that. Because I think it looks super duper cool. Vault of Gland. Ooh. Yeah, William. I mean, I've been testing it quite a bit, and I haven't ran across many bugs. And everything that I have run across, I've reported. So they're aware and should be fixing that already. So I wouldn't worry about it. The stuff that I have ran across isn't like end of the world game breaking stuff. So. So what game mode do you guys play in? I play mainly PvE. I've played some PvP, but really, really don't like having to be online to defend a base and whatnot. It's just not, like right now, I'd have to be off on a PvP server defending a base and wouldn't have the freedom to do this. I think that's 6, right? Or is that just 5? 1, 2, 3, 4. So maybe it's just 5. All right, see you, JC. Have a good night, man. Thanks for coming out. Well, I think I'm going to probably end the stream. Just doing boring stuff at this point, so I'll let you guys go and get on with your lives. I don't know how long I'm gonna do this before I actually get on and actually play the game. So. But yeah, so thanks everybody for coming, hanging out. Really appreciate your support. And I've got some good videos coming for you this week. Good one tomorrow. Really good one on Friday. Don't want to miss that one. Thanks again. Hope you guys enjoyed it. I'm out. Peace.